Hello, everyone. I decided to go live on YouTube in the park. I stopped. I haven't been over here in a minute, you know? So, okay. I was just trying to figure out, okay, he was tying his shoe. I was trying to figure out why, with all these seats available, would they stop right here? Um, Thank you. Yes, my episode on Chelsea Handler's podcast is up. And, you know, oh, you need my live from last night? The one on IG? I'll have to put it up here. I did put the live up from last night, but I made it members only. The one that I did here before I went on. I got tied up in the Fortnite uh, thing. I'm finishing my celery juice, so I'm staying hydrated. Thank you for that note. Um, oh, thank you, Miss Terry. Mystery. Thank you. Welcome. So today, I look at peace today. I'm glad you said that because we're actually going to talk about maintaining peace in the midst of chaos, and not chaos of life, but the chaos of people around you that you'll encounter. Hi, everyone who is here. Hello. I don't have all of the whips and whaps of my normal lives with you guys when I'm at home because I am on the streets, but so I may not be able to illuminate things and all of that, but you know, we'll have a conversation here. I was talking to a couple of girlfriends this week, and it seems that we all kind of had the same issue um, around the gentleman of the world, right? And that's why I titled this "It's Men," because noon in New York City dressed like they in damn Birmingham, Alabama. I mean, this ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em. So lay your cards down, down, down. Now, mind you, he looks spectacular. I mean, he must be an artist or something because these people are draped around him, like they're walking around him, like he's somebody. But the way he is, ain't no Texas, ain't no hold'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down. Knock your keys up. This is New York City. He's in the middle of Manhattan at midnight. I mean at noon, wearing my Levi's. My Levi's. It's time. Just I'm gonna get back to the point in a second. It's time for you guys to put the Giselle Knows Carters up. It's time for that. That era is done. Beyonce was doing her best to get out of the uniform throughout the concert. You'll notice at the last concert, she was dressed more like a rock and roll artist than she was a country and western artist. It's time for y'all to really go and get started with this new rock portion of the Beyonce. Can you guys hear me? I'm cutting out. Am I cutting out real bad to everybody? Can you guys hear me? It's time to put the Texas Hold'em up. Beyonce has moved on from that. Okay. For some of you guys, I'm going in and out. Some of you can hear me. Okay. Okay. If you can't, I'm sorry. Chris, you have to move on. You can't say we're not moving on. No, 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 no. You have to move on. She's not doing that anymore. Y'all not still wearing the outfits from Renaissance. So why would y'all continue to wear the outfits from Cowboy Carter? I'll give y'all until she officially comes out. But I mean, really, it's time to give up the chaps. We were only going to be doing that but for so long. You cannot consistently run around the world dressed like a damn cowboy for the rest of your life. Nobody wanted us to do that. Nobody. Y'all was really gonna, some of you girls wear acrylic fake nails on your feet. How the fuck were y'all gonna keep putting on cowboy boots? Some of you girls are getting a full gel set on your fucking toes. That's not conducive with cowboy boots. Chris, come in and go out. Come back in and come out. Some people are saying they hear me fine. We already were taking a risk anyway going down this country and western road with her because nobody wants to be bothered with country and western people. They're racist. But she said, no, we're going to go over here and we're going to take it back. So we went over there, we took it back. But they can keep the outfits. April said she had to leave and come back in. Jay's trying to shade you by saying my connection is strong, no issues. So he's saying your connections are weak. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. I need you guys to put the chaps away. I need you to put the whips and the chainsaws away. I mean, you can keep the chainsaws because rock is very chain, but we're almost certain she's going to do rock or she's going to do gospel. So, I mean, I don't know how she's going to tie in. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it with at the cross where I first saw the light and the burden of my heart rolled away. But if Beyonce decides to do a gospel album, we will have to go into intercessory prayer through a lot of it because there's no way I've been drinking is going to get mixed up with hallelujah, salvation and glory, honor and power unto the Lord our God. For the Lord our God is mighty. Yes, the Lord our God is omnipotent. The Lord our God, He is wonderful. I've been drinking. Okay? You know we're not going to be able to do that. So I really... You know what I'm saying? The church, yes, D, the church will not be saying amen to that. Thanks, Michelle. Not drunk in love with Jesus. Oh my God. Mr. Thank you, my love. Mr. Nick, thank you. So sweet. Oh, you were in New York Monday, hit a blast? Okay, good. Oh my God, I want a fish fillet too. What made you think of fish fillet? I love fish fillets. Those are my favorites. One of my favorites. It's so funny that the older I get, my favorite used to be macaroni and cheese. And the older I get, the less I want macaroni and cheese like that. No hot pot for dinner. You know, it's so fascinating for me. Let's get back to the topic at hand of men. It's so fascinating these men just walk past. I'm so attracted to the male physique. Like, so I don't have any reservations about what it means to be like if I'm straight or if I'm gay, because like I am very attracted to men, to their walk, their gait, their build, their hands. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I wish that I didn't have to be bothered with men. Hey, James. I'm just in my workout, kind of. I just came from the gym. I don't know if I can. Okay, when there's less people and I look like I'm doing a porno, I'll get up. I wish I was beautiful too. I just have to settle for being cute and sexy. But maybe if you wish it hard enough and I wish it hard enough, you know what I mean? It can come true. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Everything your dreams desire. Listen, I'm not under any delusion that I am not the chosen dynamic when it comes to this world. Am I on X Hamster? That's one of my favorite sites, but that's old school. You still getting porn from X Hamster? Ooh. Mm. There are so many better sites. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I was raised in Aberdeen, Maryland. I currently live in New York City. I wanted to, yes, go Ravens. I wanted to have a conversation with you guys um, about, yes, I do like New York City, about just like the way I don't want to interact with men anymore. Um, and it's sad because I love men. I really do. But over time, and I feel like the reason why I wasn't going to say anything, but it was like I experienced something recently that baffled me in terms of an interaction with a guy. And also, friends of mine are also having um, like the weird shit happening with guys. And I just want to say that, like, there have been times in my life where I've not liked myself, where I thought I wasn't beautiful, where I thought and that came pretty in the middle of my life, because when I was young I thought I just knew I mean I was being reinforced with how beautiful I was so much as a little girl, that I just knew I was beautiful. And then when I became aware of society and society's norms and things of that nature, and also gaining weight and all of those things, I started to lose confidence in who I am and who I was. And it allowed me to put myself in spaces where I was giving people that did not deserve access to me chances and opportunities that they did not deserve. And as I sit here now, and part of my situations with relationships was, it was like, well, when you get to a good space and you get to a good weight, then your relationships with men will change. When you are smaller, when you look better, when, you know what I mean, like you're taking care of yourself, when your spirit is bright, all of these things that I thought I needed to do in order to get a man, or get a good man, a man that I was worthy of, that I needed to make sure that I was worthy also as a partner when I asked for a worthy partner, right? And I think that's really the disconnect. We have a lot of people who are not where they want their partners to be, right? And so as I get closer to that and I look at myself, and I'm very confident in my body. I mean, every now and then, yes, my skin is dry, my lips are dry. I don't put makeup on. Half the time, I'll be looking a mess. But when I'm ready to put on, I put on. And there's not, but out of makeup and out of look, you know what I mean? Like, I would always be like, I'm not worthy. I don't look good. And it's like, honey, the way I'm sitting here right now and telling you that the way I look good, do I look the best that I could look right now? Absolutely not. But do I look good? Do I look like you wouldn't want to say nothing to me? Do I not look fly? I'm not the same, y'all. Like, y'all gotta miss me with some of that shit. And I'm really coming into this, girl. Like, I'm not that same chick that's like, when you come on and you say crazy shit about me, and you're like, oh, don't no man wants you. You a man hater. You ugly. You this. You you this. All this other shit that y'all be trying to call me and shit like that and say, and all the little troll shit that people be doing. I'm not the same person that would really take that in and be like, damn. Because I know there's no way you couldn't think I look good. If you don't think I look good, there's something wrong with you. I'm that nigga and that bitch. So when I tell you nothing has changed about the dudes, other than I have to change the type of dudes I deal with. Nothing has changed. The dudes are not changing. Women, when you want better, you have to move better. The amount of times that I am being generous and kind and nice and considerate to men that I don't even like, just so I don't wind up being a bitch to them, only for them to be the same deranged niggas they have always been. But the difference now, when I encounter that type of nigga, I don't take it upon myself to feel like it's anything that I did wrong. I just met a dude. He goes, I never met anyone like you. Of course you haven't. And the thing is, I haven't met a guy like me either. Like, you haven't met a woman like me. I haven't met a guy like me. Like, when I really start to look and go, man, I'm spending so much time trying to figure out how I can be a woman for a man, and not worried about, can I find a nigga that is good for me? I would also like to be enthralled and mesmerized and swept off my feet when I encounter a man. I would like to be like, wow, he's so funny, he's so interesting, he's so dynamic, he's so smart, he's so sexy, look at his skin, look how he treats people. Like, all of the things that I am in the world, I want that in a partner. And I'm trying my hardest not to settle. And I have no desire to settle, not at this age and time. I think as you get older as a woman, you just have less you're going to settle for. There's no reason for me not to get what I want. And if I'm not getting what I want, why would I want it? I was talking to a friend and she said, you know, she's gorgeous, fit, beautiful, dynamic. And she has a male friend who's in a relationship and a marriage with children. He doesn't even, him and his wife don't even like each other. And he constantly is asking my friend, where's your man? What about this guy? Trying to hook her up, trying to give her suggestions. And she's like, why do you keep trying to push me in something? And he's like, you don't want to be in a relationship? And she's like, why? So I can be unhappy like you? It's like, yeah, I'm not. I just told a guy, I only want to, are you interested in like being somebody that I can call, you know, from time to time and we can fuck? And, you know, we can go out and hang out and have fun and stuff. But like, I don't want to be in a relationship. I decided to go sit at the park after leaving the gym. This walk to this park takes me out of my way to go home. If I was in a relationship, especially with somebody who was my husband, the way I gotta check in, I like going about my day answering to no one. I like to do whatever I want to do. If I want to get up and go to the movies, I want to get up and go to the movies. Go to dinner, go outside, take a walk, go on the train. I'm going to be out of town for 3 days, 2 days. I only do that because there's so much room where I'm at. There's no reason for anybody to ever be this close to me. There's so much room where I'm at. I have zero interest into getting to know someone again. I can't even on these, I don't even care. Do you want to have sex? A lot of times I'm not allowed to have space because as a black woman, how dare me decide that I want to sit somewhere and have my own space and time. Today is overcast, so I don't think people are trying to came out dressed hot, but then the weather is, these two women are dressed nice. I like her little sports outfit here, and I like this woman's blazer and pants. It makes sense. Yeah, they look nice. I quit smoking. I just have a cigarette every now and then, mostly when I'm processing information. I know, Mark. I know. I get it. I hear you guys. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I want women to know that it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how generous and kind you are. Those are not the things that men really want. They'll after the fact they'll I just see like a lot of women doing a lot of adjustments, and it doesn't matter. And the reason why I have a problem with all of this stuff is because there are too many women who are holding the responsibility of not being good enough when it doesn't, you are not. Hope you guys can hear me. I just got a phone call. I apologize. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm not with these little girls wearing these little teeny shorts. I'm not with it. And I want the parents to, like, I sometimes I see these little girls walking around and they got these little short shorts on, and I'm like, it's bad because their parents aren't there. And it's like, you don't know what kind of creep you're going to run into, and these are young girls walking around. But then sometimes I see them in these short shorts with their parents, and I'm like, what are the parents doing? There's no reason why I should see your little girl's full ass. I'm 46 years old, and I be wearing cootie cutters on, and I be feeling some kind of way about having cootie cutters on. There's no reason why any under the age of 21, there's got to be somebody telling that person, that little kid, you can't. I don't care. You're not. Listen, I'm all with the fashion. If I was a mom, I'd be all with the fashion. But also, I don't need to see your underbutt, and I don't need to see the tip of your bottom of your butt. I don't need to see any of that, and it doesn't need to look like you have no underwear on. And I will judge. I am judging. Little girls being in that, there's no way. Because fuck, whether it's a feminist movement and all this other shit, fuck all that. It's a way in which these little girls are already learning that they need to garner attention by putting some shit on that's gonna get attention. They know that they're gonna get attention with that shit on. And they don't need to be getting attention from little boys or grown-ass men in that regard. Their bodies are too precious and wholesome for them to be out here like streetwear. None of these guys need to have, none of these men walking around here looking at little girls, none of them deserve the privilege of knowing what a little girl's ass looks like. That is disgusting. And then these little girls are just parading it around, and these guys are just looking and thinking, yes, sure, you can't control men, and sure, we should be responsible for what men think. All of that is true. Also, they don't deserve to see a little girl's ass. Nobody should. Nobody should be saying that. That's not even something. Go see a grown woman's ass that's trying to show you her ass. You should be looking at grown women's asses anyway. That's when the asses are looking good. When they're grown and fully developed, and a woman that can make a decision about how she wants her ass seen, shown, and not seen. And I'm not saying this in a way to demean women and women's bodies and little girls bodies and what they want to do with it. What I'm telling you is a lot of these niggas do not deserve to even put their eyes on you fully clothed. So why would you come out here half naked and let them have access to seeing your body that they don't deserve to see? And not only some of with the little girls, they're not even supposed to be seeing it. You're underage. Thank you to the mods that are cleaning up. Yes, Crystal, thank you, thank you. And then you have stuff like, you guys got rid of him. LaDonna, thank you for the Cash App, my love. You guys can send Cash Apps, by the way. And thank you for agreeing, Mystery. And the rest of you guys. Because the reality is, it's like, the way we're giving men things they don't deserve, and that's why they take the shit for granted. A man can go see a woman's body anywhere. It is available. It's all on the internet. You don't even have to go to X-Hamster or the little porn sites and all this other stuff. You can go right on Instagram and you can see a girl's body. And because they can see it, it's a dime a dozen, they don't value it anymore. And so now they all want to be able to see. They all got to be able to see this hot girl all the time, even if they're not hot themselves. And then when you say stuff about this, then they'll go, oh, you're a hater. You're bitter. I can't believe you guys are still doing X-Hamster. There's so many more sites. I had a guy say, oh, I have, I have to get more about you. I need to know more about. No, you don't. No, you don't. Just know that I'm Yamanika, and I'm the only Yamanika on earth. That's Yamanika like this. Love you too, Jen. Thank you. I do have a lot of confidence. You think I'm a hard too? That's better than a 0. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad I'm stepping up with you niggas. You used to say I was a 0. Now I'm a hard 2. You're being nice. Even that is a step up, because you guys didn't even want to be nice to me. You guys hated me. You hate how confident I am. You hate how, don't get rid of, oh man, no, okay, he's gone. Okay, I hear you. Am I confident enough to stop smoking? I don't, although I'm about to have another cigarette, I don't smoke like that. Now hard to that, my nigga. Yes. Yes. They used to didn't even care about me. They said they wanted my feelings to be hurt at all time. So the fact that he said he was actually being nice, I know, Mystery, thank you. Don't let the cigarettes identify who I am. It's not. It's I'm more than that. Trust me. But we all have habits sometimes. You have a cigarette with your own before you go into the job. I hear that. Oh, Jane, thank you. Again, thank you to Mr. Nick for the super chat. $50 super chat. Please like the video also if you guys are here. It's just, it's different when I wake up now. Like, I'm just facing the world differently. Even with issues and problems and stuff that I may have going on, I just wake up like one of my biggest issues is not, do I feel good about myself today? Do I look good today? Am I beautiful? Am I worthy? Am I sexy? Does my body look good? Does my face look good? Am I cute? I like the way I don't care about any of it. Like, I just wake up. What star sign am I? You want to guess? I used to wake up and just be like, down from like, man, oh, another day, my body hurts, my feet hurt, I feel heavy, I feel bloated, I feel disgusting, I feel ill, I'm feeling bad about myself, I'm down on myself. And I wake up and I still have issues, right? I still have problems and stress and things that I'm worried about, but that's not one of my worries. So it's like, it's really hard. I'm not an Aries, but I think I know why you said that. I'm definitely not a Libra. But I am a Scorpio. They're getting ready to start their, she's getting ready to start her tour. And I don't want to be here for that. And I need to go home. I want to go charge my phone a bit, get my computer, and maybe go back out, go to like a coffee shop, and write a little bit. Hey, Teresa. You overstand? I get it too, yeah. I'm not one of the Scorpios that will sting you, per se. My goal is not to sting you. I'm the type of Scorpio that before I have to sting you, I will leave the situation before I have to sting. Because I don't like stinging. Because it doesn't make me feel good. Because I know when I sting, I don't look good. Whenever my stinger is out, and I'm stinging, I'm gonna go too far. And in the process of going too far, I'm gonna be okay with it. It's getting a little chilly out here. I need to put my shirt on. You're November 4th. My birthday's November 3rd.
Essas coisas uma por uma.
Do I act like your uncle? I've said this before. Anybody November 1st through the 7th, you have to watch those people. You have to. And I'm November 3rd. I'm just telling you, I wouldn't go into anything with anybody. How did they walk this fast and down here? I'm walking slow at my old age. But I just came on just so people could feel like, you know, one of the things for me is I really did think that things would be different once I felt better about myself, once I looked better. And the reality is, none of it changes. None of it changes. Is your sister like me? I think there is a more in-depth conversation that I want to have, and one where I'm sitting down and I'm not on the streets, but I do think I communicated a good portion of what I wanted to say. And I think that, like, when I think about all of the women in this world who are going through things and in terms of relationships and shit, and it's like every time you turn around, the conversation is always centered around, oh, can you believe he did this? Oh, can you believe he did that? I can't believe this happened. Why is he treating me this way? Why? And it's like, it's so many women that are settling, no matter what they look like, for just a man. Women who got their own means and taking care of dudes and got niggas living in their crib and not paying rent, and the only thing they offering them is dick, and they don't have like They don't have any good suggestions on what they should do on in terms of going out on dates. They don't think, they're not interesting. They're not interested even in the woman, other than how she can be there for them emotionally. It's just like, and I'm like, this shit don't ever change. You're never gonna, like, it's, if you're a woman right now watching this and you don't feel good about yourself, you don't feel good about your weight, you don't feel good about your looks, you don't feel good about whatever, getting old or whatever it is, I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter if you are the most beautiful woman in the world. It doesn't matter if you're the thinnest woman, the fittest woman, you have the best body in. None of that matters. You could be the youngest woman in the world. It doesn't matter. These men all have the same problem. Men are not able to be in the world. Some men, unfortunately, this applies a lot to black men, are not able to be in the world and be men with viable money, opportunity, um, the resources, and they resent the women for being able to take care of themselves. And then they resent the women for not needing them for survival. You're fine, baby. There's a lot of resentment going on. There's a lot of resentment going on, But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how thin, young, beautiful you are. We are all experiencing the same man for the most part. And yes, some men. But I'm telling you, it's enough men that it is definitely a problem in my woman circle. And it can no longer be, the the women cannot no longer be, you're not good enough. It can't be that. Like, it can't. I wonder if it's an age thing for us to see these men for who they are. I don't remember my mother having this epiphany. Yeah. Listen, all of my great aunts, my grandmother, they were all married. They all had husbands, some of them a few husbands. So I think only one of my aunts, no, she was married before she had wound up with that longtime partner of hers. I had I had a relative who was a dynamic woman. She was a beautiful woman. Um, Her biggest downfall is that she was too nice and she was too kind, and she took care of a man for over 20 something years. Let this man live in her house. He didn't really provide. He wasn't attentive to her. She spent a lot of time chasing after him, but she was so happy just to have this man. And some of it was also that he was, sort of this light-skinned man with curly hair. So it's kind of like, it's like, yeah, I got this guy and he looks good. And she did everything in her power to keep him. Only for him to go 3 doors down and have an affair with a woman on their block. And then still come home to her. And then acted as if it's difficult. He's torn. I want you. I love you. What can I do? And she's like, you love me. You want me. I'll wait. We'll work on this together. We'll get hopefully she'll leave. Hopefully she'll move. And it's like, the way you let this nigga live in the house that you pay for and cheat with a woman 3 or 4 doors down, and you're trying to help him Get over it's women are doing this kind of shit all the time. And she wasn't happy. She liked the idea of having a man and having this handsome man. But if we really think about it, she was not happy. He wasn't making her happy. She was just willing and needed to constantly be validated. So she chased after this man. She kept this man in her life that was showing her every signs that he did not want her. And then by the end of her life, she wound up cracked up out of her head, damn in a mental institution damn near, because the nigga drove her insane. But can she say she had a man? Yeah, she had a man. Can she say she had a good looking man? Yeah, I mean, to me, he wasn't good looking, but a lot of the shit that these women like back in the day is different than what we like now. To me, he looked like one of the niggas on the painting in the opening credits to Good Times. And I'm not attracted to anybody in that painting in the opening credits to Good Times. The nigga looked like an oil painting to me. But what I'm saying to you is, did she have a man? Yes, she did. Did she have what they considered to be a good looking man? Yes, she did. Was she happy? No, she was not. I'm going to speak behind why I have a man that I've been had for 30 years, and don't get it twisted, it's work, but we both put in the work, and I just don't like women being used by the... Yeah, listen, I also ain't trying to put in the work. You feel me? I did enough to work on myself. I can only work on me. I only want to be in a situation where when I'm getting with somebody, you've worked on you, I've worked on me, and we come together and we are fit, we're compatible. But anytime this doesn't feel right or this gets uncomfortable, I'm going to dip. And that's where I'm at right now. And I don't think a lot of niggas in my life can take that, because I'm not locking down with you. I don't want to lock down with you. I want to fuck you. I want to fuck. Here y'all come with that. R.I.P. to Patrice O'Neal. Enough said. Yeah, R.I.P. to Patrice. But don't come in here with that shit right now. I'm telling you right now, because you're not going to want it. Especially if you don't have the balls to put your picture in your profile. I'm not going to go back and forth with any of these niggas today, and I'm at a disadvantage because I can't see what you look like. Art of mine, thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Men want to gaslight women into believing that if you don't have a man, it's because something is wrong with you. That's why these niggas come in here, every time you turn around, they referencing Patrice. Because they still living in the past, and they still living in a conversation from the damn past, and a conversation I'm not even embarrassed about. If you are willing to let some of these niggas disrespect you, talk to you like you crazy, treat you like you're not worth anything, give you the bare minimum, and also you got to be bothered with the nigga being in your crib, asking you for money or living rent-free off of you, if that's what needs to happen in order for women to have a man, then thank you, no thank you. I would really like to know what man was I supposed to have. I'm doing some of the most dynamic things, even with all the struggling that I got going on and shit I'm going through. I'm doing some of the most dynamic things in the world. I am such an interesting person. I am such a fascinating person. I do not need to be with no nigga and no SRO, single room occupancy. I don't need to be with no nigga when he goes to pay for dinner. He's going into a wallet getting cash.
No, no, no.
I don't need a nigga saying, "Oh, my mother lives with me, but this her house, I'm living here." I don't need, "Hey, I got kids. I barely see them. I don't take care of them, but I want to build a new life over here with you." I don't need that. You niggas don't look good enough for that. So while you tell women don't look good enough, a lot of you niggas don't look good enough for the shit you're asking for. Don't come in here gaslighting. What do you mean? What would a picture change? And I didn't come here attacking your personal appearance. You came in here and you said, "R.I.P. Patrice O'Neal, dot, 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 enough said." Nobody here is stupid. I'm not dumb. You guys like to throw a rock and then hide your hand. You like to come in with these little things and then go, "What? I didn't say anything." You know exactly what you intend to mean when you say that. The shit is lame as shit. I've said to you guys 1,000 times the amount of body of work that I have, and you guys are going all the way back to a episode of somebody's fucking podcast from almost 25 fucking years ago. I was 25 when that happened. I'm 46 years old. I just had an episode come out on Chelsea's Handler podcast yesterday that everybody's talking about, and you're still going back to 25 years ago. I have won a Writers Guild Award. I am one of the top roasters in the country. I have specials out. I have audio tapes out. I write for television shows. I've acted. I've been third on the call sheet for a show on Hulu. Please, you guys have to stop living in the past. And I know you want to continue to live there because that's the last time that you know you have anything on me. Because you have nothing else on me. So you keep going back to a time where you can try to make me feel insecure. And I'm proud of myself that you guys have to keep going back 25 years ago to find something to say crazy about me. Because that means I haven't given you anything in over 20 something years to try to embarrass me with. I'm killing this game. I already know that I am the woman that is going to get attacked. That is what I have learned. Because I am the woman that speaks my mind. I am the woman that are telling other women not to let you goofy ass, lame niggas make them feel bad about themselves. How dare some of you niggas ask for the moon and the stars when it comes to women, and you're not even better than the dirt that's on the ground. And I am. Thank you guys for saying I am funnier than a lot of your top fives. Mystery, thank you for the badge, my love. But I will be the one. I'm fine. I know how to handle it now. At some point I didn't. It really did rock me when people would say negative things about me and how I looked. But it makes so much sense to me. You have to You have to try to tear me down. You have to try to make me the example so that when other women see me, they go, well, I don't want to be her because I don't want to get that kind of bad attention. There's a very popular male comedian well, there's several that don't like me, but there's a very popular male comedian that doesn't like me, black male comedian. And him and I had words. And I'm stand behind everything that I said to him. I am not in the business of letting any man think he can say whatever the fuck he wants to say to me because he thinks he's higher on the food chain than I am. I'm not. My mother did not give birth to me for you to disrespect me. And I don't give a fuck who you are. Also, I know part of his problem with me is that he can't follow me on stage. And he's someone that used to try to keep me close, right? And keep me on stages with him because it validated him in a lot of ways, right? And it also made him look good that he was helping this black girl out. But he can go fuck himself. And to watch some of the fraternity of male comedians in this world, Charity, thank you so much for the badge, my love. I don't know why I won't let me like this one. Charity, thank you. Charity Herrera, thank you, my love. Why won't it let me put a little like on it? It's like, when I think about some of the black men in comedy, I mean, and not to put them down, and I will shout out to the guys in my life that have been really supportive, and you guys know who they are. The black men in comedy could be doing a lot more for black women in comedy. They have a lot more access than we do, but they don't. Because if we're being honest, there are a lot of black women in comedy who are a lot funnier than your top fives. But I don't argue about top five and all that shit anymore. It's disproportionate. Not as many women are into comedy as men are. So men get to make the rules. This, about comedy. And they're always going to call out their boys. It's always going to be a list of men. It's always a top list of men who their number one comedian or their top five. But also trying to live in that world and be like, I want to be part of the top five. I wanted to be part of the people's top five for a long time. I don't even worry about that shit anymore. That shit is so insignificant to me. It's a waste of time because it's all a matter of opinion. And at the end of the day, while these niggas are running up on stage with their little leather outfits on and they chains and they watches and shit and they entourage and all they money and they popping they bottles and shit like that and acting like they the big niggas on campus, they're doing zero for the black community. They're not doing anything to move the dial forward. They're not making any conscious efforts to say anything. I take umbrage with Richard Pryor marrying a white woman at the end, but to be honest with you, at least Richard Pryor was talking about race issues. Paul Mooney, talking about race issues and things that are going on with the race. Dick Gregory. You don't have none of these niggas now. None of these niggas are talking about anything. They're not making anybody uncomfortable. They're not raising any conversations. We are in some of the most dangerous times as we have ever been in our generation of black people, and they have the nerve to not have anything to say. Josh Johnson, and let me tell you something about Josh, and Josh is blowing up. And Josh did, let me tell you something about Josh. Number one, he got a work ethic that can't nobody. And also, Josh is, what you not gonna see Josh Johnson doing is hanging around in a pack of niggas. And I'm talking about, and I'm not talking about black, just black. I'm talking about he not. You don't see him hanging in the cut. He's out here doing his work. He's doing his business. Mary, thank you so much, my love, for coming on for 3 more months. I love you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yep, I'll see you too. I'll see you around. Yep. Maybe I'll pop by Thursday. All right, dude. See you.
He got that white boy that comes around with him. He paid that boy to record him. They make magic. They post it up. Boom, he's on. And he's talking about shit. Now, I'm going to keep it real. Josh Johnson also is not going to be the black guy that's with a black woman. You know, but I've come to terms with that with Josh. Because some brothers just not, they ain't got no sister swag. And I'm telling you, I don't see no sister wanting to be with him. That's like, unless they like a little puny geek just like him. But that's not the type of black woman he would want to be with if he was with a black woman. He would want to be with a baddie. So he just know that Josh Johnson is going to be with a white girl. Just know it. And we have to be okay with that because I don't see who else it could be. I really don't. So, but I got a lot of love for Josh, and I'm telling you, he moves different. That's why I'm trying to build my platform. If I had access to the amount of people but people will go see a man holding a mic and instantly want to click on that. What's he talking about? What's he saying? What's he got going on? Women have to work, especially black women. Anyway, this conversation is starting to get... I'm going to take the train. Yeah, he's not going to be with a black girl, but I don't see it for him, and that's fine. I'm going to get off here because I think we had a pretty good conversation, and it looks like the train is coming. So thank you to everybody who sent Cash App. Thank you, LaDonna. I think you were the only one. Thank you to everybody. Mary and Christy and Mystery and Mr. Nick. Thank you for the badges.